going, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the preview of Manchester City's game in the Premier League against Everton. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel, now less than 300 subs away from my goal of 34,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget social media links, including my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. You can find them in the description. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do get your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. They're running a special Manchester City V Everton pot for this game worth £400, paying up to the top 25 places. £120 for the winner. It's £5 to join. It's made up just of Manchester City v Everton. You can select up to 6 players from each team. It's a free app to download. Links and details, they're in the description. It is available to anybody who is aged 18 years old or over. It is available in the UK only. If you use code JSGC10 on sign up, you'll get £10 in free bets. You can use them free bets to join this pot and the other pots for free. There's lots of other pots available, including other games and other matches, as well as both teams to score full-time results with lots of big prizes. So do go and check it out. It is a great app. Links and details there in the description. Finally, do remember, if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So, on to this match information. This game taking place at the Etihad Stadium in the Premier League on Saturday, the 10th of February 2024, with a 12:30 PM GMT kickoff time, with the game being broadcast live on TNT Sports. Anybody that is heading to the game, do stay safe and do enjoy yourselves. So, our opponents for this game, Everton, founded in 1878, led by manager Sean Dyche. However, he's going to be in the stands for this game after receiving another yellow card v Spurs, which means he's going to be suspended for this game. Everton find themselves currently in the relegation zone in 18th place on 19 points from 23 games. If they hadn't have had their 10-point deduction earlier in the season, they would find themselves 12th. However, right now, 1 point behind safety and 1 point behind Luton. They've won 1 of their last 7 games in all competitions since last playing Manchester City at Goodison Park. That win coming in the FA Cup third round replay against Crystal Palace at Goodison Park. They've not won in the Premier League since the 16th of December. They have drawn their last 2 games though, 0-0 away at Fulham, followed by a 2-2 home draw last weekend against Tottenham Hotspur via a Branthwaite 94th minute equaliser for Everton. So just looking at their team and where the dangers could be, very much like the Brentford game, I feel like Everton's best option is attack. That's where I feel that they could utilise themselves. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, brilliant striker, very good striker, knows where the back of the net is, got an abundance of pace and power. He's a good player. Keep him injury free and I'm sure that Everton will be safe come the end of the season. Jack Harrison, former Manchester City man, should be starting. Decent attacker as well. Dwight McNeil, former Burnley man as well, an option out wide, decent player too. So I feel like that is Everton's strong point. However, I look towards their defence and I see in the Premier League they've played 23 games so far this season and conceded just 30 goals. Manchester City, to compare, we have conceded 5 less than Everton and we have played a game less than Everton as well. So Everton, they do have a habit of keeping things tight, but their goal-scoring records just haven't turned up, and they have to find a way of attacking teams, scoring goals and creating opportunities. I look towards the likes of McNeil, Harrison, Calvert-Lewin, and you'd think Everton should be scoring more goals than what they are. Maybe creativity is a little bit of a problem. They've got that extra bit of crunch in the middle through Idrissa Gueye, Onana, decent central midfielders. I look at the back, Godfrey, Tarkowski, Branthwaite, Mikulenko. It's a good defence. Jordan Pickford, in my opinion, a good goalkeeper as well. So to me, that Everton team should be doing a little bit better than what they are. But they probably should find themselves in 12th place, mid-table team, and that sounds about right. But with a 10-point deduction, it means that they're right down there scrapping and scraping for their life. So this won't be an easy game for Manchester City. Now, Everton are missing a few players. Doucouré, he's probably not going to make the squad. Danjuma, he's out. Ali, Gomes, out as well. Onana should be good to go for this game. So I'm expecting Everton to line up potentially with a 4-4-1-1 with Jack Harrison playing behind the striker. Could turn into a potential 5-4-1 with Rodri going in at centre-back and going with Seamus Coleman and Mykolenko as their two wing-backs, and potentially Coleman being given a little bit more freedom potentially on that right-hand side if they're attacking, and if they're defending, they've got that extra number there with how good Manchester City can be in attack. So we'll have to wait and see. Everton will be a bit cautious of the fact that Manchester City have scored 54 goals in 22 games compared with their 26 goals in 23 games. So I'm expecting them to line up with Pickford in goal, Godfrey, Tarkowski, Branthwaite and Mykolenko as a back four, Coleman starting on one wing, McNeil on the other wing, and it does allow Everton to go to a 5-4-1 formation. That will going in midfield with Idrissa Gueye and Onana, McNeil going on the left-hand side with Coleman on the right-hand side, Harrison playing behind striker Calvert-Lewin. Got options from the bench, Ashley Young, Nathan Patterson, Michael Keane as well, good defensive options there for Everton. For Manchester City, we formed in 1894 as Manchester City, all the way back to 1880 as St. Mark's. Interesting facts about City: we are the current treble winners, current Premier League champions. We've got 9 top division titles, 7-time FA Cup winners, 8-time League Cup winners, 1-time European Super Cup winners, 1-time European Cup winners, 1-time Champions League winners, and the 1-time and current champions of the world. Led by manager Pep Guardiola, currently find ourselves second in the Premier League, 2 points behind Liverpool, level on points with Arsenal. We've got a game in hand on both Arsenal and Liverpool, which we play in a couple of weeks against Brentford at the Etihad Stadium. Liverpool, they're playing at home at 3 p.m. on Saturday against Burnley, so we could go top here at least for a few hours, unless Vincent Kompany manages to pull off an amazing and surprising result at Anfield. We'll have to wait and see. What I'm looking at here, goal difference. I want City to try and boost up that goal difference. I don't think we've taken full advantage over our good form, which is 11 wins in our last 12 in all competitions. I'd like to see us keeping a clean sheet, which would be fantastic, but I'd like us to go out there and really put a team to the sword. Everton, decent defensive team. We've got a match midweek coming up in the Champions League against FC Copenhagen, so I can imagine if City do get into a good position where we're 2 or 3 goals ahead, which would be nice. The quicker we can do that, the better. City will start to rotate their team. They'll start to go a bit casual because they're thinking about the Champions League. But I want us to be thinking about goal difference as well and not taking it easy on teams. So if we do get ourselves into that position and we do need to rotate, and we are 2 or 3 goals to the good, I want to see players coming off the bench and really showcasing what they can do to try and start in this 11. City got no injuries. We've got everybody back, which means you are competing for places. And as we're going to be playing every 3 to 4 days from here, in fact throughout the rest of February we're playing every Saturday and Tuesday, then Manchester City will need a bit of squad rotation. So when players are given the opportunity off the bench, I want them to grab that with both hands. I'm looking at players like Jeremy Doku, like Jack Grealish, like Oscar Bobb in attack to try and make that difference, and players like Kovacic and Nunes in midfield, and potentially Akanji coming back in defence for Manchester City as well. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction for this game. I won't change anything from our last game and our good win against Brentford. Ederson starts, Walker, Dias, Gvardiol is my back 3, Ake, Rodri in central midfield, De Bruyne, Alvarez. Bit of a risk going with De Bruyne, could rotate him and put Nunes or Kovacic in. We'll have to wait and see. I think we'll have Alvarez playing alongside Erling Haaland, more so than him playing behind the striker, but we do see, of course, Alvarez dropping a lot more into midfield. But with how Everton are going to set up here, I suspect that they're going to be very defensive, and because of that, I'd be going with the extra striker and going with Alvarez and Haaland, despite my comments that I was making after the Brentford game. So, for example, the match against FC Copenhagen that's really going to take the game to Manchester City, I'd like the extra midfielder in rather than the attacker. But I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking, Alvarez, Haaland, who do we start against Copenhagen? Well, the player that scores goals in this game, of course, going with Bernardo Silva on one wing, and Phil Foden could go through the middle, gives a bit more freedom to Josko Gvardiol, could go out wide for Manchester City as well, and very much, to me, Premier League and Manchester City player of the season so far, the informed player. We can speak about the dangers of De Bruyne and Haaland all day. Phil Foden. That's where it's at, having an outstanding season so far. So, my score prediction for this game, I'm going for a 3-0 victory for Manchester City. I think City will score a goal late in the first half through Erling Haaland, and then we'll seal the deal second half with goals for Phil Foden and Kevin De Bruyne. So my betting tips, dare I suggest it, clean sheet for Manchester City and not both teams to score. I certainly hope so. Phil Foden to continue his good form and to score or assist anytime, and I do reckon Haaland bags in this game. He loves a goal at the Etihad, doesn't he? So that's my betting tips. On to today's video sponsor, BetMate. £400 pot, £5 entry fee. Links and details there in the description. Remember, use code JSGC10 on sign up and get yourself £10 in free bets, and use them free bets to join this pot for free. You can select up to 6 players from this pot. The pot code for this game is FF-MCI-EVE. My team, I'm going with Ederson in goal, Pickford on the bench, Walker and Gvardiol as my defenders with Godfrey on the bench, Onana and Foden with my vice-captain for Phil Foden, Onana my only representative for Everton in midfield with Idrissa Gueye on the bench, and up top I've got Alvarez and Erling Haaland, and I've captained Erling Haaland with Dominic Calvert-Lewin on the bench. As I said, do go check out BetMate, links and details there in the description. I will have my live watch-along link out for this game out tomorrow for you to go and set your reminders for. I will be live at midday on Saturday GMT, so I will see you Saturday afternoon. Next up, Everton, they've got Crystal Palace at home next Monday. Big game down towards the bottom of the table. Manchester City, next Premier League game against Chelsea next Saturday, 5:30 p.m. GMT kickoff time in the Premier League, but we do return to Champions League action Tuesday night against FC Copenhagen in the last 16 with an 8 p.m. GMT kickoff time. Last note, as I said, games of interest, Liverpool play 3 p.m. Saturday against Burnley. Arsenal playing a day later on Sunday. They're taking on West Ham away. Difficult game for them. City have the chance for a few hours at least to go top of the Premier League. For Everton, games of interest, Liverpool, Burnley, Luton, Sheffield United, Wolves, Brentford, all at 3 p.m. Saturday. Forest against Newcastle at 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, and Crystal Palace taking on Chelsea on Monday night. So lots of big games there, and one thing to keep an eye on, that last game on Monday night, Roy Hodgson, can he keep his job? Everton play them next week. Big game there. Poch could be in bother for Chelsea as well, so something to keep an eye on. So there we go, that has been today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details, they're in the description, and I'll see you all again for that live watch along on Saturday afternoon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.